So I have finally found a monk deck that is very, very strong, and I kid you guys not. This deck goes crazy. The second I started to beat level 10 Barbarian Kings, that is when I figured out that this deck is actually going to take me to the distance. Now, the key to this deck, it might seem troll at first because we have all these invisibility cards, is that all you're looking for is to take down the front line, right? What are the minis in the game right now that are the meta? It's going to be the Barbarian King, you're going to see the Skeleton King, or you might even see the Countess, whatever it is. All of these front line melee heroes are going to be used a lot, and even if these decks are running the backline minis or backline heroes like the Countess or the Royal Champion or like the Archer Queen, either way you're going to end up seeing that. Do I want to try to... We won round 1. I might just go ahead and gamble this. But either way, you're going to see like a Mega Knight or a Golden Giant. Somebody that's really tanky with a lot of health in the front line. And the Monk is able to deal with these minis that have a ton of health. So here, for example, you're going to see him play the Mega Knight. Boom. We're going to take care of the Mega Knight in one shot. It's like whoever they play in the front is just going to get obliterated. Now, he does have the minor, you know, stacking up that Dissipate. But nonetheless, we're going to end up finding the Countess and one-shotting him. So for the other minis in this deck that actually hard carry, even if you are playing the Archer Queen or the Countess, or I'm sorry, I keep mixing up their names, the Royal Champion, you have the Magic Archer, who is one of the hardest minis to deal with when he just sits in the back, right? Now, all the minis in this deck are going to go invisible because you're able to go like this. You got the 3 in the front line going invisible. The Miner is going to be sitting down invisible under the ground, and none of his minis are going to be able to find any targets to attack. So the Monk pretty much just has free reign to walk straight to their front line tank or straight into the back of their deck, and then you guys just go crazy. You get a free 2 seconds of damage, and now because the Miner is the first mini that pops up out of the ground, all of the map is going to push further away, and the Magic Archer can just sit in the back and go crazy. Now we've got ourselves the Barbarian King, so I'm excited for this because I want to show all of these crazy matchups that I'm talking about here. We are going to be going with the Miner. Hopefully he doesn't have like a Prince or something, but we have to go with the Miner on this slot because I don't want to use a reroll. He won't know that we're running the Ghost strategy either because we're not having the Ghost in the first round. We might be able to find some... of course he has the Bowler. So bad for us right there. And unfortunately, we're not able to one-shot the mini we want to one-shot, which though we should be able to eventually. Boom, there's going to be the one-shot onto the Barbarian King. Because with the King decks, they want to take a lot of damage for sure. Like maybe like some of the other decks can finesse a little bit more, but the King has to take damage in order to give the damage. And that's what they're going to be looking for. So getting that down there was crucial. We'll go for the reroll, and we'll get down the Ghost now. So the strategy is in play. I can put the Miner here. He's just going to get bowled, though. I think he's not far back enough to where he won't end up taking that bowler to the throat. But this time, though... Oh, he's got a Prince instead. Same difference. You know, we're not able to get the exact value we want there. Unfortunately, once again, we're wasting our super, and he'll be able to get the boost off. But once again, though, bam, the Monk's able to take down, you know, take him out for business. And now all we've got to worry about is the Prince, and the super is actually going to come back in time for us to super down the Prince as well. So both Bowler and Prince in this deck is kind of crazy, but I respect it, to be completely honest with you. Here, we don't even necessarily need the invisible yet. I might even just go super toxic here. I'm looking for it. Oh, I was looking for the second Magic Archer, because if I could have got that down, I think we close this out with ease. Either way, though, it should still be a pretty good setup here. And now we got double. This is bad. His Battle Healer got caught wind of what he wanted to catch wind of. But either way, though, the King is going to fall. Battle Healer will not be enough. She will go down, and that'll be a 3-0 win over the level 10 King. So we've got ourselves a Royal Champion now. This is good because I want to show you guys all of the different matchups if possible. And the Royal Champion is one of those minis that like to sort of sit back and play behind all of those tanky decks. So you're going to see a lot of Royal Champions here in the meta. But the thing with this deck, once you get the formation going in round 3, round 4, it's going to start to force the Royal Champion to walk forward, and she does not want to do that, but she has to because she doesn't have unlimited range. And there goes once again the Monk. We already know these Royal Champion decks love to run Mega Knight, so we'll be able to take care of business and one-shot the Mega Knight off the map whilst we get to that back line, not only with the Miner popping up and being a distraction, but then also our Magic Archer. You know, Royal Champions do not like the Magic Archer because he's a very good mini. He is sitting back here finding all of this tremendous value. And and usually in the later game he can outscale these royal champions, so they don't like it. But let's see what goes on here in round number 2. We're going to be able to force... This actually only happens in round 2 because usually we look for the invisibility. So good prints on his part. It's going to force... Look at this. It's going to force her to walk up straight into the heat of the battle where she doesn't want to be. And now my boy's going to find the one-shot onto the Mega Knight. And look at that. Even with that, that swordsman's not going to really do much justice here. Able to go up 2-0. We're going to look for... I almost don't even want to use invisibility because of how we're able to make those boys walk up. It's kind of nice. Let's keep our... Let's try to move it around a little, just a little bit. We'll go with... Do you want to sit on the bonus 2 elixir? Force her up? We can. Let's risk it. So if he ends up, you know, taking us down this round, that's fine. But I think if we go with this first ability, it's going to force the Royal Champion to walk up, which is way more valuable. Yeah, force her to walk all the way up. And now my Monk gets up. One shot, which is nice. Royal Champion will get a crazy chain, so it looks like our gamble did not pay off the way I wanted it to, which is all good. We went for a gamble play. I've never actually done that before, but, you know, the way the minis came forward, I think it's really sort of the Prince. The Prince is always going to find value because we are sort of like lining our minis up in a way to where he's going to find that crazy value. So here now we go for the invisibility to make sure we have that locked in. And honestly, we can drop down another mini and stack it like this. So now this way they're still going to walk up, but it's not going to be at the Magic Archer. He'll still have plenty of space to work. He will not find value on that Prince, which is huge for us as well. And now everybody's sort of walking up a little bit. Oh, unfortunately, we do get a big knock up on the wrong mini, and he's getting the chains again. Ooh, the chains are looking so good for my boy. When the Royal Champion starts to get chains, it's like, you know, it's like, well played. What can you really do about that, you know? Good chains. But now, going into round 5, there's no way that we're going to lose this now, because I went for 6 minis. A lot of the times what I like to do, though, is gaining invisible on my ghost. And watch this. 3-star this bad boy. Rotate. Rotate. And get the isolated damage off. Now, this right here is my prime round 5 setup. If he princes, he's going to miss there with the Prince. And now we get to get straight onto that Mega Knight once. Oh, we're going to go onto the Royal Champion, which I'll take that even as well. And now the hero is down because of that crazy formation. And look at the Magic Archer sitting in the back. Like I said, even if he's able to take down our minis, the Magic Archer is the one mini that's a bane of an existence to most of these minis in the game. And we're going to win that round 3-2. And now we've got ourselves another Barbarian King. You're going to see a lot of these, so expect this. Now, what do we want to do here is the question. Because I feel like this could be wild. Probably is. We'll just go ahead and play a safe standard. I don't want to use any rolls. It's still the Barbarian King. It's a threat, you know. And why I didn't put my Monk on the tile is actually very questionable. But it's going to work out okay. Because now he walks straight back to the Ice Wizard. He'll get the boosted damage. Or boosted damage. I said boast. Either way, we win the first round. So even off of a safe play, I had realized last second. I was like, wait, should I be using the Monk on that tile? But it's all good. Once again, though, they're giving us a tile in the back, which is kind of annoying a little bit. I don't want to waste a reroll. We won round number 1, so instead we're going to go with the Dissipate on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And this will help us catch this Barbarian King. Yep, and matter of fact, he's going to get rocked because he's going to get both the Dissipate and he's going to get... Oh! He actually walks backwards because of the way the minis just played out. So he'll be able to win this round. Which I was okay with throwing the round, but I didn't think we were going to lose it like that. I thought we had the perfect play. Miner popped up in the back. Barbarian King walked away. Sort of worked out really well for him there. So fair enough. Now we finally get a frontline play here. I kind of want to... I want this dude walking forward. So we're going to keep the Dissipate. We're going to keep the Dissipate on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Make sure he stays on that slot, right? And then watch this with the Valkyrie. Yeah, I want him walking forward. Now he's stuck. We walk straight back to him. Yes, we're going to kill him. No boost is going to come out of there. Now the Magic Archer is free to do some crazy damage. There comes the boost. Oh, the boost actually takes down my boy. Takes down my boy, but luckily for us, the mini P.E.K.K.A still has plenty of health left. Or he's not plenty of health, but he comes back from the dead. So we're able to go up 2-1 now. With all 6 down. I kind of like that play. Bringing the Barbarian King forward instead of having him pop back up. So we'll do that again, but this time, our Monk's going to be the one sitting on this tile. And we'll go for... I'm feeling the Invisible, and I'm feeling the Miner going away. Let me get the speed boost. This is going to force him forward once again. Magic Archer won't get targeted by his Archer. And we will be able to just sit on the Barbarian King, which is huge. There he goes. We're going to get that res. Put that res away as soon as possible. And we're going to one-shot him off the map. And my Monk still has his ability. Won't even need it. The Magic Archer is going to clutch that one up and win us the game 3-1.